do your best that you can with the ingredients you have. And I think that's kind of also more of a nervous system friendly way of doing things. So I've got 2 cans. I'm using diced tomatoes. You can use regular tomatoes. I would cut them up, but I like just the diced is easier because it's already cut up for you. You can also use fresh tomatoes, even better. If you have fresh tomatoes, you can cut them up and do, you know, probably about 4 or 5 fresh tomatoes, maybe more. And you could just add them in. You don't need to cook them. They're going to cook in the soup, so that's perfect for them. For my spices, I have some rosemary. So I'm going to get this rosemary. I just put some in my hand, and rosemary comes, it's in little, it looks like little straw. So all I like to do is just kind of crunch it up so it's a little bit softer and not so much. I have taken the rosemary, put it in my Vitamix and pulped it into a powder. My kids don't really like the full rosemary when they get that. It's the texture of it, right? But it's okay. So we're going to add in the rosemary, and I'm going to add in some oregano as well. So I got some oregano. And you don't have to be skimpy on your spices. You can add them in. It's all good. I find that, especially with the plant-based cooking, making sure you have the spices to develop your flavors is good. And in my one pot, dump everything in method, I know that the reason why people add everything in layer after layer is to develop the flavors. But this is really simple, easy to do. And for me, the best way to develop the flavors is to simmer it long enough. So I usually simmer things longer than what the recipe calls for. So I have I'm going to put a little bit of salt in. I ran out of pink Himalaya salt, so this is Celtic Sea Salt that I'm using. We don't even have table salt in our house, so that's like a no-no for us. And my pot is almost to a boil. It's coming along really good. So we also I have lentils. So I have 1.5 cups of lentils. So I soak them for a bit, and then I rinse them and wash them. One of the things with lentils, so these are green lentils. There are many varieties of lentils. You could use a brown lentil as well. We talked a little bit earlier about the red lentil, and the red lentils they cook a lot faster. They're very creamy. They're used, like I've used them in different soups. I have a nice cauliflower soup that uses the red lentil. But these ones will hold their shape a lot more in your soup. And when we're going to do, I think about half an hour, at least half an hour to 45 minutes to simmer the soup. And the red lentils, they really will just make a cream in the broth, although it's maybe something to try. But I've got green lentils here that I've used. When you wash them, you want to be careful that sometimes there's like little stones and stuff in it, so you want to make sure that they're clean and that you wash them before you do. And you can it's always good to soak them if you have the time. So I'm going to add them in. And now I'm going to add in my garlic. It's sat long enough. And this makes a full pot. A full pot. In my house, that'll be gone in like 2, maybe 3 days. So here's the green lentils before you soak them. I've got here. Now, as an optional You can add in some brown rice or some barley. Now I've got my brown rice here. I did add it into the soup that I've already made to show as a demo, but I'm not going to add it into this. So you can add like a cup of brown rice as well, and just let it simmer with everything else. It will really thicken up your soup, and if it gets too thick, you can always add a little more water or broth to thin it out. And without the rice, it'll be a thinner soup. It's almost like when I add the rice, it almost makes it like a stew. And I like it that way, but if you don't like it that way, you can add more broth to it. And this is almost at a boil. So Helene, I think I don't know if I should tempt fate and try my overhead.
Was it pearl or pot barley you used?
You would use the